Hi, it's Robin Sharma, author of The Leader Who Had No Title, founder of the Titan Academy. Welcome to this mastery session. This mastery session is all about 5 quotes to lift your game. 5 quotes to energize you. 5 quotes to provoke you to get to your next level of world class. Quote number 1 comes from Oscar Wilde. He once said, "Be yourself, everyone else is taken." Well, that really speaks to the power of being an original. It speaks to this concept of authenticity, being yourself. I mean, we live in a world where there has never been so much of a seduction to be like everyone else. There's never been so much influence and hypnosis through the social media and through society to talk in a certain way, to walk in a certain way, to buy certain things, to measure your success by the same philosophy. And what I'm encouraging you to do based on this Oscar Wilde quote is to be yourself. I mean, talk your talk, walk your walk. Take the time to reflect on your dream. Be true to your own values, because life's greatest heartbreak is self-betrayal. Quote number 2. I learned it when I was delivering a Lead Without a Title presentation in Qatar to a room full of CEOs. And a gentleman walked up to me with a piece of paper that was folded, and he handed it to me. And he said, "Read this later on in your hotel room." When I got back to my hotel room, I opened it up and it simply said, "Health is the crown on the well person's head that only the ill person can see." Health is the crown on the well person's head that only the ill person can see. And to me, what that suggested was this: we take our health for granted until we lose it. And then if we do lose it, we spend the best hours of our best days trying to get it back. And so do whatever it takes to keep your health at its absolute best. Quote number 3 is one of my all-time favorite quotes. It's a Mexican proverb that goes like this: "They tried to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds." They tried to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds. You know, sometimes life will send you things that knock you down. Sometimes people will try to bury you. Sometimes experiences will happen that will shatter you. To the person thinking like a victim, those things bury us. They keep us stuck in the past. They destroy us. To the person thinking like a leader, like an A performer, like an iconic producer, those things are seeds. They will actually serve to fuel our growth. I mean, the things that cause us to suffer can also open our hearts. The things that hurt us most can also allow us to relate more to people. The things that are most difficult can also breed bravery. The things that are unexpected will also allow us to have faith in our future. So take the times in the valley of difficulty and use them to transform you, and use them to serve you on your rise to your next level of greatness. Quote number 4 comes from the Indian poet Rabindranath Tagore, and it goes like this: "Spring has passed, summer has gone, and winter is here. And the song that I meant to sing remains unsung, for I've spent my days stringing and unstringing my instrument." The more I've studied that poem, the more I think I understand it. You see, we live in a world where a lot of us are busy being busy, and we're spending the finest hours of our greatest days in pursuits that at the end will matter very little. And that poem was about a man who got busy being busy. He was always stringing his instrument. And so the great song that his life was meant to be remained unsung. And I guess the lesson for you and me in this mastery session is simply this: focus your days, focus your time, focus your focus on the few priorities that will create a life that at the end you believe will be legendary. Which brings me to quote number 5, and I think it's the most important quote to lift your game and really to change your life if you really embrace it. And it comes from Rabindranath Tagore. But it also comes from my father, who used to share it with me a lot when I was growing up. And he used to say to me, "Robin, when you were born, you cried while the world rejoiced." He said, "Son, live your life in such a way that when you die, the world cries while you rejoice." And what I understand that quote to be about is really this: to lead is to serve. To win is to be helpful. Nothing matters more than your impact on humanity. And at the end of your life, I don't think your life is going to be measured in terms of success by how much money you made, the cars you drove, the status you held, the home you lived in. I truly believe what will matter most when you're on your deathbed will be, were you an instrument of service to as many people as possible? And if that's going to matter most at the end, my invitation is for you to make it matter most right now. Hope you've enjoyed this mastery session. Talk to you soon. Hi, it's Robin. I invite you to subscribe to this podcast and definitely go over to robinsharma.com for more information, tools, and resources on mastery, elite performance, and living a world-class life.